Hello and welcome again to the video tutorials for MGS4 The Boss Extreme. This will be Act 3 opening. I'll let you know in advance I had to edit a lot of the footage out because of the fact that the resistance that you follow take a long time and only have 10 minutes to put each clip up. So I had to edit a lot of footage out, and I'll try to explain the best way that I can so I can help you walk through it. The first thing that I did before we start here, just to let you know, is took out the first part because it's self-explanatory. You just walk a couple feet up ahead, and then it goes into the cutscene where you encounter your resistance. But starting out here, you'll see me change my costume or my camouflage into your disguise. So just put on your cloak, and then you can go down to any type of mask that you might have. I find this the easiest way you can do. One thing you actually want to do is you don't want to equip the any kind of mask that resembles Snake at all. But head down this alleyway and take a left to collect ammunition for your tranquilizer gun. And around this point, you'll see me point out the pathway that he'll take. He'll come down the street, cross the pathway there, or crosswalk. Then he'll come up and around the corner here. After which, when he comes around the corner, over to the left here, you'll meet the first two PMC soldiers that you have. And the reason I'm disguised this way is because I look like a civilian. They won't do anything to me. They just look at me and just go about their business, which is the nice thing about this. But once he gets close to this area, go ahead and take out these two soldiers here, like you see me do. And once you take these two out, to the right on the hill here will be two more soldiers guarding the park entrance. So go ahead and use your tranquilizer. Be sure not to walk up to the enemies with your tranquilizer out, because if you do, they'll consider you as an enemy and then you'll go into an alert phase. But go ahead and come to the side of the truck here and wait for them to not look at you, and then just take them out. In which case, after a while, the resistance will come up the hill here, and then you can just walk by the area with no problem around the corner, and then you'll see him going up into the park entrance here. Once you get into the park entrance, he'll make his way towards the center of the park, in which case you just follow him to the left side of here. You want to stay on the opposite side of the hedges of where he's at. And you want to kneel down between these two trees here that you'll see me do here in a second. One thing about this is if you don't have any masks besides anything that resembles Snake at all, I apologize for not doing it with Octo Camo. But if you want, you can send me an email or something, and I can see if I can go back to the scenario and actually do it with the Octo Camo and not just using a disguise like this. But when he goes to take a leak, go ahead and take both of these soldiers out here, and after which he'll finally catch up to the area where you took out the soldiers, and he'll run down the stairs. Run up to the right side of the stairs where you can pick up more anesthetics for your tranquilizer gun. Follow him over to the opposite side of the road, and he'll go up the little hill there. Once you're up there, you can follow him around the corner, and he'll go down that small staircase there. He'll see a soldier at the end of the streets, which and he'll cause him to turn back around and come back up the streets here. Now, if you take out that soldier at the end of the pathway there on the streets, he might go down there. I'm not entirely sure. That's something you could experiment with if you'd like. I've never tried that, so it's possible he could take a different path if you were to take that soldier out, but I'm not sure. This is just the way I did it for now. But once he gets up here, he'll take a right, and then you can follow him into the next section. Once you get into the next section here, go ahead and run up to this little corner here. He'll look at that poster at the end of the street, and then he'll start moving, and then he'll actually double take and come back towards, look at the poster again. So we'll just watch out for that. But when you follow him down the pathway, you'll come down the hill where you'll see him by the van, and you can just follow him down towards his way, which will make a right here to go down the staircase. Go ahead and follow him down the staircase. Let him get a little distance away from you, and then go ahead and cross the stream here, or the canal, whatever you want to call it. once you get on top of here, go ahead and wait for him to get across and then go down towards this tunnel here. He'll turn around the tunnel a couple times to make sure nobody's following him, so don't rush in there thinking he's just going to run immediately. But once he does, go ahead and follow him to the next section here. And once he crosses the stream, go ahead and let him get a little bit far away from you. That way, when he gets down to the end, he's going to go up the staircase like you see here. And when you get to the top of the staircase, he'll be down at the end of the hall, and he'll take a left running across the bridge. And once you follow him down the bridge here, you're going to have 4 more guards that you'll have to take out. So if you can, try to cut in front of him, like I try to do here. If he sees you while you're in disguise, it's no big deal. He's not really going to care. But once you walk up the front here, you're going to have 2 more soldiers that you can just run behind. They really don't even notice you all that much. But you turn around, you take out these 2 soldiers here, and then directly to your left there are more soldiers. In which case, after I take out these 2 soldiers, I fast forward a bit to the next part, because directly after you take these guys out and he walks by them, you're into the next section. So, moving on to this section here. When you come down the end of the hill, after following him into the next section, he's going to go towards down where they have the helicopter and the spotlight shining down and everything. He'll take a left here, in which case you'll just follow him, leading you to this area here. You can stay a little behind him so he doesn't, notice you or anything. So just wait a little while, and once he gets down to the end of the section here, just go ahead and follow him around a few turns. There's no soldiers or anything, so you'll just run into the next section, which again I fast forward to right here. This is a section where he has disguised himself as a PMC soldier, as you see. This part is the easiest part to do if you're in a disguise. The soldiers don't care about you. They don't, bother you. Even the patrol in the Hummer, they could care less about you. So just follow him. And while you're following him, again, if you're not using the disguises and you have octo camo, the best way to avoid everything is, of course, stay far away from him. Try to trank all the soldiers that you can without anybody going into alert phase or caution for reinforcements. And when a jeep comes by, lay on the pavement that you see me standing on right now, like the sidewalk. And when your suit activates the camo and camouflages itself on the pavement, they don't notice you as they drive by, so they can't really detect you whenever you do that. So just if you ever going through this segment with just octo camo suit, then just try to be as cautious as possible. This part could be a little difficult if you're approaching it in that direction. So just try to be cautious, and again, if you need me to make a tutorial for that, I can certainly try to do my best. But after you follow him for a while here, you'll come up with you'll eventually come to this segment up here, which you'll see fade into. After a while, once you do follow him after all that time, you'll eventually come to this area here, which is the final part of where you're following him. Once he moves up the pathway there, he'll take a right, and he will unclothe himself and go back into his original disguise, and then he'll go to meet Big Mama, which is where the cutscene will go in. So you can just skip all that stuff, and then the bike scene will be coming up next, which just God help me when I do this for you. I mean, I just have to say that just be patient with the bike scene, even if I'm helping you and you still can't do it as best as you can. I mean, Lord knows it didn't. I didn't get it on the first try. It took me forever to get past that scene because it's just so difficult, and you have everybody shooting at you. So just be patient with it. Take your time, and just I'll try to help you the best as I can. Thanks again for watching the video, and bike scene should be up next.